What up, dude? And welcome to Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk. We are brought to you by Lions Nation Unite. You know who it is. It's your fellas right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl, man. We got a good show for you today. We got running backs for days in Detroit, looking at that crowded backfield. Then we're going to take a look at the offense and defense as we do the game preview for Lions and Seahawks on Sunday. But you know, I got to bring in the crew. First up, you know him. The ladies love him. He's the coolest man in the crew. My man, LL Cool Thomas. What's up, my guy?
And I'm wearing gray today, so what does that mean, y'all? But what is that, Proud Nation? And good morning.
And Mr. See your girl always, he don't care what color he's rocking, man. All right, you know who it is, man. He always says it with his chest, man. Mr. One Hitter Quitter himself, the boxing pride of Jackson, Michigan. My man, the battle rapper himself. Who?
Coach Jones. Who is Coach Mike Jones? What's going on, Lion fans?
Let's get this thing started
Right now.
Lego.
It's Detroit Lions Talk, baby.
We're going to get up, and on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Yes, sir. We in the deep. Welcome back to the show, people. Now it's time to get this thing started. Looking at this crowded running back room in Detroit. We got running backs for days in the D. Now we're going to kick it to my man, who?
It's Coach Jones. And let y'all know, Detroit Lions running back DeAndre Swift logged his first full practice since exiting Thanksgiving Day game with that shoulder injury. What does this mean? That means Detroit Lions will carry a three-headed monster on Sunday in place where they have not had any success running the ball and our QBs have struggled mightily. Some may wonder, what does this mean for Jamal Williams, who fared pretty well against the Falcons, or Craig Reynolds, who actually earned himself a contract at the end of 2022? Well, for now, in Seattle, who historically has shut down opponents' run games at home, it may be a what? Y'all know what it is. It's a blessing in disguise. I think the last thing we want is baby hands holding a rock in January out there in Seattle where the weather can get treacherous. If it were me, I would use DeAndre Swift in the passing game more, especially with Josh Reynolds' status in question. Me personally, I would have told DeAndre Swift, I'm like, nah, bruh, you can go and sit this one out because the last thing we need is players, who should have shut it down for the year coming back to play, and then they got those lingering injuries going into the next season. The most recent player to kind of shut it down for the season is Amani Oruwariye. So, but for those who are worried about how the backfield workload will be distributed, just remember this. It's better to have them fighting over the rock than having baby hands controlling the ball out there in Seattle where that nasty, nasty weather plays a factor and that 12th man can get crazy. So, hey, if you like this content, hell, if you don't like this content, you can subscribe to the channel. At the very least, click that like button. Help us get this video out to more Lions fans just like yourself. What y'all got up next for the table, man?
All right, so we got the family discussion topic for today. So y'all let us know, who do you think should get the carries in Seattle? Yeah, should it be an even kill? Should they rotate them in and out? Should it be, you ride the hot hand? Do you think it should be Netflix? Do you think it should be Jamal that? Should Swifty get his welcome back and punish some Seahawks up there in the Pacific Northwest? But you let us know in the comments down below. You know how we do it. We read 6 of them on the next show when we get to the comment cards. But hey, we appreciate you leaving your comments right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Next up, man, it's a chill in the air because it's blowing through the man, the myth. He has a Arctic iceberg in his bathtub just to relax. My man, LL Cool Thomas, what's up, my dude?
Well, thank you for that Thank you for that wonderful intro, my man Kurt. And I just wanted to say it's almost like me and Mike was thinking with one mind on this. Of course, the offensive game plan should be keep the ball out of them little baby hands because it's probably going to be some bad weather in Seattle. But the one thing I didn't get a chance to look at is Jared Goff's record or his, how he usually fared against Seattle. I know he was in the NFC West for a while, and I apologize because I didn't get a chance to look at that. But just a quick look at the Seattle defense. They are 31st in total defense, 31st in passing yards allowed, 16th in rushing yards allowed, and 8th in total points allowed. So we don't really score a bunch anyway, so I don't really think them points is, all of that, the point factor is really going to matter. But I do think this is going to be a good matchup overall. For our offense, for our offensive line and their front seven, they got Bobby Wagner over there who's leading the league in tackles, I believe, with 170 of them things. But maybe that's why we brought Swifty back. We did lose a couple of we lost another, possibly have lost another wide receiver. So maybe bringing Swifty back is just to counteract that, and of course to counteract baby hands from hurting us too bad. Big V is projected to be out. Well, going to be out probably with because he's been placed on the COVID list. So we may have a little bit of issues in the run game. I don't think that many issues though, or I hope not that many issues probably. Because Seattle, they're not the best against the rush, but they're not the worst either. So let's see exactly how it goes. The word hot hand was mentioned. I believe that's how the game plan should go. Grab whoever's hot, who's ever chugging along. And that could be either one of them. Honestly, it could be Swift, it could be Jamal, it could be Craig Reynolds. One guy that Mike did forget, or that maybe we all forgot, was Jamar Jefferson. Jamar Jefferson looked good when he was healthy and rolling as well. So maybe he might even get a chance to pop some and catch out the backfield as well. That's what I think will be the bigger part of the game plan to be, the passes to the running back out the backfield, things like that, getting some play action down the field, trying to stretch out the defense, things like that. But hopefully the weather will allow us to do all of those things and pull out that great big honking tie on Sunday. Well, if you guys like this content, go ahead and like this video, share this video, subscribe if you haven't already. See us over on the app, Lions Nation Unite. Join us all. It's the virtual hangout for all Lions fans, just like us here. We be in that thing talking all types of crazy. And I like to talk a bunch of junk about Russell Wilson because for some reason, women think that he's just the nicest guy and all these other things. I wish this is a joke, but I wish some of y'all could get with him and he play y'all. So y'all be like, oh no, he's not such a nice guy. And I'm like, see, I told you. But go ahead and join us over there. See me talking crazy stuff just like that in the app. What we got next, Kurt?
All right, definitely. Hey, it's time to talk about that defensive side of the ball. Man, let's get this thing going. The Lions defensive line will have an advantage against a porous Seahawks O-line. Seattle has given up 44 sacks this season, which is 5th most in the NFL. Detroit gets a key member back of their pass rush as J.O. Julian Okwara returned to practice as a full participant on Wednesday. The young secondary will be tested again in that Emerald City, lining up across that big-ass dude, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and a group of good pass catchers for the Seahawks. Jelly Reeves-Maybin will once again be leading that group of green, inexperienced linebackers. Jerm has strung together a group of good games in the past few weeks, and it will need to continue for the Lions to win on Sunday. Hey, if the Lions defense plays well as a unit, they have a chance of winning a tough game. Keys to winning will be stuffing that solid run game by the Seahawks. It's not great this year, but it's solid. Pressuring Russell Wilson enough to keep that coverage tight on that back end, man. And on special teams, we got to have Jack Fox and Riley Patterson continue to do their thing. They're going to have to battle some of that wind and rain in the Northwest if it does rain, but I think they're up to the task. That next man up mentality with Aaron Glenn's defense will go a long way into making life hard for the Seahawks on Sunday. I don't think that, it's going to be an issue. I think for us, we're going to the defensive side of the ball, along with, you said about Big V went on the COVID reserve list. Michael Brockers went on the reserve COVID list as well. I think the biggest thing that's missing for him is the leadership on the defensive line. His performance is good. It's solid, but I think for him, it's the leadership factor that he brings to the team. What's is going to be missing on Sunday on that defense if he cannot go ahead and pass those testing protocols, hit those benchmarks, and be able to get back out there. Quarantine has been changed to 5 days if he's unvaccinated, but I just don't see it. Hitting that list this late in the week is an issue, so I don't think we'll have Michael Brockers or Big V on Sunday, but that is the defensive outlook. I think that, like I said before, the key with us is making sure we can keep pressure. And I think we can do that in Seattle. They give up a bunch of sacks, 44 on the season. Russell Wilson, 31 sacks alone by himself. You know, his backup got another 13. That offensive line in Seattle is bad. That's why their running game isn't as potent as it usually is, because the offensive line is so terrible. But that's our defensive outlook for that game. Hey, if you like us, like this content, you know what you need to do. Join the bus, Gus. Ride on this train, Wayne. It's always about you guys, and we want you guys to join the Proud Nation family and go ahead and click that subscribe button and join us on this march to 4,000. My people, come on now, like they said. Well, let's go ahead. And it's time to go ahead and, speaking of trains, it's time to get on that choo-choo, the pain train, baby, as we look at the injury report for the upcoming game in Seattle. For the Lions, Jason Cabinda was out yesterday with a knee injury, and Jared Goff. Remember, he suffered a knee injury versus the Arizona Cardinals, and that's still lingering him a little bit, you know, get him a little bit banged up. So he was sitting on the sidelines. He was out there, but he wasn't participating. Jalen Reese-Mayman was limited yesterday with a shoulder injury, and we already talked about it. J.O. and DeAndre Swift were both full participants in practice yesterday. You know, J.O. was nursing an ankle injury and the shoulder for DeAndre Swift. So he got that shoulder lean going good in practice. You know what I'm saying? He had a full participation yesterday. But and we said it, Big V and Michael Brockers, if you haven't heard, they hit the COVID list yesterday. But we did get Matt Nelson back off the COVID list, and everyone's favorite milk carton guy that we got signed this year, Trinity Benson, returned from the COVID-19 reserve list as well.
Trinity,
has he been on the COVID list this whole time? Like, what? Where has he been?
Man, I ain't seen that dude in a while. Matt, go ahead, talk to me about the Seahawks, LL.
Well, the Seahawks had a whole bunch of people that did not practice, some of them for different reasons. Starting guard Gabe Jackson missed practice with a knee. Linebacker John Raddington, if I'm pronouncing that right, was out with a knee. Starting linebacker Carlos Dunlap and starting left tackle Dwayne Brown both just rested practice yesterday. Starting defensive tackle Big Al Woods missed practice with a shoulder. Tackle Brandon Shell missed tackle with a shoulder as well. DK Metcalf missed practice with a foot injury, and the other starting defensive tackle Poona Ford missed practice with a concussion. And they're one of the running backs that have relied on this year, Alex Collins, was limited in practice with an abdomen injury.
Ain't that the dude that's a river dancer? Ain't that who that is? Alex Collins? I think that's who that is.
I don't know. Is he?
I think he played with the Ravens. I think.
He did play with the Ravens.
He river dance, man. He be doing the jig and stuff, man. I don't.
Wow.
He be playing.
Maybe he jigged himself on the injury list.
River dancing? Okay.
Yeah, right. He be playing. He do it for real.
Each his own. Each his own.
Hey, I ain't mad. Hey, do your thing.
Yeah,
man.
do your thing.
If you river dance your abdomen and you messed up, man, Coach Carroll will be mad. But that's the paid trade.
That's funny.
That's the paid trade for this week, man. You know, river dancing, Alex Collins, man. Hey, do your thing, brother. But
that boy out there river dancing. Okay.
Oh yeah, out there river dancing, man. But you know what it's time for us to do, man. But before we do all that, man, definitely, hey, if you're gonna get some new Lions gear for the seasons, because a lot of sales are about to happen. The end of year blowouts are about to happen. The new year is coming up. Go over to fanatics.com. Get yourself some Lions gear. Get yourself some Michigan gear for the big game coming up, man, this weekend. It's going to be great. Tomorrow night, our Michigan, because we're all Michigan fans right here on this panel, our Wolverines going to be taking on them Georgia Bulldogs. So go blue all day and get yourself some gear over there at fanatics.com. Click that link in the description, and a portion of the proceeds from that link go to help us, a small portion, go to help us grow the content on this show. Now it's time for us to go ahead and zip, and talk about what you had to say about yesterday's show. It's time for the comment cards, baby. All right, first up, I don't know how to say this name, KPS 752. Okay. Yeah.
Sound good to me.
Early season Amara was always too soon to say, and like you pointed out, he's had the chance to shine and stepped up in a true shining glory. So, yeah, man, you know, I agree with that. That dude is killing it right now.
Yes. Mike and Chris G says, great take on the Sun guy. He is a golden tape type receiver. He can become a top receiver in the league. Now let's get some receivers to compliment him. Coach Madden, NBC had the AFC, and the Raiders were always the late game. Thank the Lord I didn't get stuck watching the Cowboys. When you watch Coach Madden videos, check out MCDC, not compared to Campbell, not to compare Campbell to a Hall of Famer like Coach, but the enthusiasm and love of the game shows. Coach made the game easy to understand, and that's no mean feat. Or that is a mean feat, probably. RIP Coach. Yes, RIP Coach John Madden.
Yes, sir. Geo Raider. Hopefully you ain't a Raider fan. Geo Raider says, my opinion hasn't changed. As a receiver, he needed the ball to shine, and early in the season, none of the receivers never really got the ball past, in part due to Goff. Yeah, it was a little him. Play calling and receiver rotation that was employed. What I'm saying now is what I expected since the beginning. Yeah, I understand that, man. Like I said, man, it was probably, we all just probably didn't really factor in Goff coming to a new team, new coaching staff, new receivers, all of that, man. So, you know, it is what it is, but I'm glad it's turning up.
Right. Christian Howell says, I'm a Rob, been balling so hard, I ordered this jersey for my fiance. She about to be rocking that number 14 on Sundays. Shout out to you and your fiance, Christian Howell, and congrats.
Yeah, man. With that hook 'em, with that horn sign, man, that fire.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Vernon Gordon. I haven't seen a Vernon in a while, man. That's a rare name. All right, St. Brown is the best steal of the entire. I'm not clacking on his name, man. I just have a, you know, that's one of them. That's one of them old school. Vernon has an old school name right there.
Yeah.
I mean, Vernon. I'm thinking of a church deacon when I hear the name Vernon. So that,
Vernon.
Go ahead, Mike.
I'm sorry. We just having fun today, man. Tom Langton says, please, will somebody talk to Levio? Do we need to spend another high pick on a DN? We don't necessarily have to. Like, it's not we don't really have to. Like, we don't really need, like, you know, a certain pick, but it would be very nice to get another pass rusher.
Yeah.
I'm just not sold that we have enough pass rushers, because I personally like how the New York Giants looked when they won those Super Bowls against the Patriots. They had 3 or 4 Pro Bowl pass rushers going, you know, and that's just what I like. I'm a D-line coach. That's what I like. So I don't know, man. I don't want to get that quarterback.
Here's a question. I don't consider Levi Onwuzurike. Oh, he's a 3-4 defensive end, which isn't a pass rusher though. I mean, if you look at how
at the same time,
it's kind of like you rush the passer on you.
Stop the run
on the way to the passer. That's how I was saying. Thank you.
Right.
But the outside linebackers in a 3-4 are your true, you know, edge rusher, pass rusher, outside linebacker type of deal. So I don't really consider Levi Onwuzurike a pass rusher type guy. You know, I don't consider him that, you know, that type
Right.
of. If he gets a sack, yeah, that's great. But I don't consider that's his primary role as in the
Right.
defense.
Right.
That's like Charles Harris and the Okora brothers. Those guys have that role, and hopefully Trey Flowers can have that role somewhere else next year. All right, let's go.
Right. I seen it just real quick. I seen a video. It was on the clip of Aleem McNeil's sack the other game or the last game. And Levi he was like a 2.5 team. So it was I think it was Jeremy Rising who I saw retweeted it or who tweeted this. So shout out to him if I'm correct on that. But he was like, please keep double teaming Levi because that was the outcome. Big Aleem got the sack. So maybe that's why you don't really get to see his name because they're preparing to stop him.
Okay.
Okay.
Like that.
True.
So, well, thank everybody for those comments. Of course, leave comments throughout the show. We'll pick 6 of them to have on the next show. And shout out to everybody that left comments as well that I didn't get to. But moving on from those comments, we're going to slide over to everybody's favorite segment. That is the dessert with our man Curt.
All right, Dessert with your man Curt is brought to you by Delightful Bites, custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. If you like how they look, you'll love how they taste. The football special is still going on. You get 4 logos and 4 helmets of your favorite team along with 4 footballs for $35. Go over to the link in the description for over to facebook.com and Delightful Bites, or you can email her directly at delightfulbites18@gmail.com if you don't do Facebook, or you can check her out on TikTok and Instagram and drool over the pictures of those good desserts. Delightful Bites, get your cookie on. Now, Dessert with your man Curt, I know this is a sore spot, but he's been doing better than expected. Dan Campbell has been overly aggressive for most of the year, drawing criticisms for praise and fans alike by going for it on 4th down. But when it comes to the analytic community, there isn't a coach better at making 4th down decisions this year than Dan Campbell.
I like it.
What?
I like it.
Ben Baldwin of The Athletic created a 4th down decision bot, which automatically crunches the numbers for every 4th down decision in the NFL and tweets out a recommended action. The bot uses factors like score, time remaining in the game, projected success rates, and field position to spit out a decision. Campbell has been tops in the league according to the analytics model for going forward on 4th down. He's not been perfect, but he has gotten it right more than any other coach in the NFL this season. I know Coach Mike is go ahead and twist this list up, but it is what it is. And it is what it is. Hey, Campbell has, he has relied on those analytics, and we went for it on 4th down more than any team in the league this year. And actually, just by pure numbers, we've made it at a success rate more than any team in the league, because when you go for it all the time, those numbers are going to dictate that. So shout out to Dan Campbell for, doing his thing on 4th down. I know everybody don't like it, saying you just got to make a decision, but he's doing everything he needs to do as a head coach to win the game for the team. Yeah. And he's trying to put his team in the best advantageous situation to win games. It hasn't worked all the time, but I appreciate the effort, Dan Campbell, man. And that's a shout out to you. And that's your dessert with your man Curt, brought to you by Delightful Bites. Delightful Bites, get your cookie on. Yeah, now it's time to do what? We're going to take this new year, new you jog on over to the Wall of Fame and burn some calories right quick on over there. So let's go ahead and get our heart rate up. Okay, we're there. Now, let's go ahead and look at these Wall of Fame members and our bronze members. We definitely got Detroit Drew, who posted a beautiful little video of with his little girl the other day, man. She is so cute, man. So shout out to my man, Detroit Drew. Brian Stover. We have David Anderson holding it down, smoking Jeremy B. And he's the king of everything because he is the everything king. On our silver members, we got Nomis J. We got the Batman of the 313. He's shining that bat signal all over Detroit. And hopefully we can get that to give us some victories next season, because it ain't looking good for this year, of course. And Mr. Scotty the Bear, baguettes and all that. Then we got our gold members, Mr. Michael Huck was definitely in the building yesterday with Turner C. Burley was holding it down. And we got North End Ken, Mr. Rough and Raw himself, just in the D, Miles Gibbs. And I had fun with a really short time talking to the doctor because you know what? He is always in. To become a member of the Wall of Fame, click the Join Now button down in the description. Now it is time for game predictions, man. That's how we do it on Thursdays. Our final thoughts are game predictions. LL, my dude. Here you go with this. I already know what you're gonna do, man. But I'm gonna kick it to you anyway. All right, man. What's gonna happen in Seattle on Sunday?
I don't know how. Like when you was doing the Wall of Fame, this popped in my head, and I almost bust out laughing right then.
What's that?
But how the Saints, they got the Saints and the Bengals. They may be more teams, but they got the who they. Who they say they gonna tie them lines. So let's go out there. I would say 21-21 tie with the Seattle Seahawks.
All right. Coach Mike, go ahead.
Hey, you know what? The Texans did win. They got 4 wins this year. So I'm all good with I'm all good. I think the Lions will win this game 18-13. I think the pass rushers, Julian Okwara, Charles Harris, Austin Bryant, they gonna get to Russell Wilson. They gonna get to him. So I think those are my players of the game. So Julian Okwara, Charles Harris, Austin Bryant, do your thing, man. Be on his.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So for me, final my game prediction for this week, I'm gonna go. If we have Jared Goff, because he's still gonna be, it's gonna be iffy because he got that knee injury. I think we win the game 24-18. If we do not have Jared Goff, I think we lose a tight one, 15-12. We kick all field goals. So those are my two kind of game predictions. Tim Boyle hasn't, won my heart over just any from that performance from last Sunday. So if we had to go with him, I think we're gonna take the L. If we have a man JG, I think we might get the victory. You know what I'm saying? We'll see, because he's been doing his thing. All the haters can, say what they say. I'm not a Jared Goff apologist. I'm not saying that he's going to be the long-term answer in Detroit. But right now, you got to ride the hot hand, and he's the hot hand at a quarterback position in Detroit. Right now. so for one thing, let's give a chance to wish everyone a happy new year. So go ahead, LL, wish everyone a good happy new year before we get out of here.
Happy New Year, of course. When New Year comes, new everything. Well, new things, I should say. Shift the energy, all of those things. If that's what you believe in, that's how you see it. Go forth with it. Ask whoever you ask for new things and new energy and new relationships, new whatever it is that you're seeking in this new year.
Yes, sir. And I just want to wish everybody a happy New Year, and 2022 is gonna be something great. I got some things working on the horizon, so I'm gonna keep y'all noted on that. And hey, if you ain't doing nothing on New Year's Eve at 7:30, okay, Michigan Wolverines is going down. I'm not doing nothing personally because that game ain't gonna end until about 11 o'clock. So I'm not doing nothing on New Year's Eve or watching the game because that's where I need to be. So
That's right. Hey, I would like to wish everyone a very happy and prosperous new year. And do us a favor. If you want to check us out on different platforms, go ahead and follow us on different social media platforms. It's right here on the screen right now. You can follow us on Instagram. You can follow your boy Curt. I do some TikTok things, every now and then. So you can go ahead and check me out over there. You can check out the show over there on Instagram, TikTok. You can definitely check out the Facebook page. It's listed at the bottom of the screen on that graphic. So we can go ahead and, so I know you guys are asking about it, how to see us different places and look at our handles. So those are our social media names on different platforms. You can go ahead and check us out and see, get us some behind the scenes with your host right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Now it is Thursday, and most people got tomorrow off. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, whatever. Go ahead and go to work. But most people, if you're off tomorrow, enjoy your day, enjoy your New Year's Eve, and tomorrow night, like Coach Mike said, 7:30, baby, I'm gonna be in front of that TV watching my Michigan Wolverines, like my man Gus Johnson say. Go ahead and do their thing, man. So it is going to go down. But a happy New Year. We want to tell you how much you mean to us right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. We still are planning to have Free for All Friday this week. So start your New Year's off right here with us at Detroit Lions on the Prowl for Free for All Friday, because you know how the song goes. It's Friday, then hey, it's Saturday, Sunday. What? Free for All Friday is coming to you. And do your boy Curt a favor, man, because you got to finish your lunch up. Wipe them crumbs off your face. Finish your drink and get back to work, baby. And whatever you're doing in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. Well, my fellas, LL and Coach Mike, this is Curt Steele, and we will holla at you real soon. We love you, Jim.